The pounding continued. Lou huddled together with the children and awaited their doom. It had been almost 4 cycles since the colony ship Breedox was attacked by the Karav hunters. She cursed whatever cruel god allowed the creation of those insectoid-eating machines and their space-capable bioships. The Dalao were a peaceful herbivorous species. The Breedox had little in the way of defences, as they had no known enemies. But predation by the Karav was always a risk, just not usually this far out on the rim. The distress signal chirped again as the pounding continued. Every bulkhead would eventually be sheared. Every attempt to stop the Karav advance only delayed them. This far out, no Alliance world could hope to send help in time, and the usual mining ships that trolled deep space could not hope to take on a Karav hunter ship. They were alone. They were going to die. "Mama, look!" Lou turned her head, her tail puffing out in alarm at her child's warning. On the external monitor, a ship had just dropped out of FTL. An unlovely, boxy ship. Little more than a bridge, spine, and collection of cargo pods. The little ones, so young they retained their limb flaps, leaped into the air, coasting to find a better perch from which they could see the new arrival. Lou turned instead to the ship's IFF database. Soon, she saw the results, and folded her tail beneath her to prevent the alarm from showing to the children. Humans. Deathwalders. A high-grav arboreal species, barely FTL capable, but warlike and dangerous. Dalao protocols recommend avoiding contact with humans, at all costs. Rumours were that electric disruptors were once sold to them, and they powered down the weapon and used it for combat practice on themselves. The ship shook. The Karav bioship had noticed the intruder. Perhaps, she thought, even the Karav were afraid of the humans. Maybe they would leave. She could see the light energy discharged by the electromagnetic coils on the human ship, and squirmed. They had fired on the Breedox. It was not enough that the Karav wanted to eat them, but now some humans had come and are using them for target practice. Another shudder, more violent than the last. A hit, she thought. They hit us. Lou called her children back to her, taking them up in her arms, and walked over to the far wall, away from the failing bulkhead. She awaited another shot from the human vessel to finish them off. Nothing. Then a lurch. But much smaller. Did they miss? She moved back to the external monitors and saw that the human ship had detached one of their cargo pods. It has collided with her ship, apparently. She couldn't fathom what purpose. Switching to internal monitors, she saw the truth. This was a boarding action. Humans were coming aboard. They didn't want to just shoot us out of space. They were coming. She saw 6 humans covered in combat armor moving through the abandoned corridors. At once, a horde of Karav warriors ambushed them. The Karav moved fast and scythed at them with forearm blades, but the humans fought back with portable coil accelerators? They were using miniature anti-ship weaponry inside the ship? Lou stared, transfixed by the sight, as Karav after Karav fell to the might of the humans. And the humans pushed them back. Corridor after corridor, room after room, the Karav were pushed back. Pulverized by the might of human weaponry, unable to overcome the strength of human battle armor, Lou watched in morbid satisfaction. Those that had come to destroy her were themselves being destroyed. It might make no difference, eaten by a Karav or eaten by a human, but at least, she thought, those that started this slaughter were themselves victim to it. Cruel irony from a cruel universe, but at least she had the chance to witness it. "Mama, are they here to help us?" The child's eyes, filled for the first time in cycles with hope, beamed at her. Lou couldn't bear to tell the truth. "Yes, baby, I think they are." A chirp of happiness came out from the children. Lou turned her head so they would not see her tears, and started busying herself by monitoring communications. "Whoa, hot damn, these bugs putting up a fight! Stow it, Corporal, proceed on and find their ship navigator. Squish that one and they're all dead. Roger that, LT. Corp, my gun's jammed. Cole's got fried with bug guts. God damn, Brooks, pull your machete and get back in there. They were laughing. They were broadcasting their conversation on an open radio frequency, and they were laughing. The humans enjoyed the killing. Her heart sank all the way into her birthing pouch. On the monitors, she saw the one named Brooks pull out a primitive metal sword and begin hacking away at the carav that was engaging him. On the radio, he howled in delight, and urged more of them to come attack him. This was no longer the universe Lou knew of. She had somehow come into a universe of madness, where Death World has slaughtered the weak, and she was absolutely powerless. Rand here, navigator spotted, blowing the hole. A human stopped outside what had formerly been the ship's food stores, now a feasting table for Carav warriors. With a deft move, it plucked a device from its belt and twisted it, triggering a power-up. The internal monitors flashed a warning. The human had been carrying an explosive plasma charge? On his belt? In combat? With a lazy underhand, the charge was flung into the room, and a second later, a bright, violent blast of superheated plasma incinerated the Carav navigator and all its defenders. The human called Rand entered the room, apparently heedless of the residual heat, possible radiation, or anything else. Just too eager for another kill, she mused. Clear here, navigator's toast. Reynolds, clear here. Brooks here, we're clear. Everyone check weapons and ammo. We are going forward. Billings? On it, LT. Searching for transmission source. They were coming. In moments, with only a handful of warriors, the humans had scoured the ship clean of the Carav invaders. What all her people could not even hope to accomplish in cycles, they had done almost casually. And now they were coming here. Many looked towards Lou, wondering what they should do. She sighed. After all, since the death of her life mate, command of the ship had been hers. She sorted out her tail, tucked her uniform and strode towards the door. This was it. The moment they would all die. But she resolved that they would not die cowering. They would at least stand to meet their fate. Open the airlock. Her voice hung heavy but firm. The door opened. She could tell from the monitors that the humans were large, but now, barely standing as tall as his belt, she could appreciate just how massive these things were. No wonder, she thought, that the Carav didn't stand a chance. She tuned up the translators. I am acting Captain Lou of the colony ship Bredox. The human removed the helmet. She was unsure, but maybe it was a male? Captain Lou, I am Lieutenant Billings of the Earth Colonial Marine Corps. We received your distress signal while out on a training exercise and came as quickly as we could. Another human, slightly smaller, pushed past the lieutenant and removed their helmet. It spoke with a much softer and higher-pitched voice. Is everyone alright? Your message said you had children aboard. The human's eyes searched around, locking upon the younglings, and she knelt down. Poor babies, it's okay. We're here to help, don't be afraid. All the bad bugs are gone. Psst, psst, psst. The lieutenant visibly rolled his eyes at the last part. Mira, they aren't cats, they're people. But the words fell on deaf ears. Luke could recognize, like everyone else present, that maternal instinct. It was a human female, and it was trying to comfort the children. Why she kept making such strange cooing sounds, Lou had no idea. Maybe it was something that human children found soothing. But she didn't spare it another thought. The humans had come. They had come to save us. Another Marine came up. LT, the rest of the ship is clean, but their engines are shot. Damn bugs ate the coolant. Copy that, Corp. Take Billings and get these civvies to the drop shuttle. It will be a tight squeeze, but they should fit. And tell Juarez that was some fine shooting. Blew the head clear off that bioship. You sure about taking all these aliens with us, LT? It's gonna take us way out of our way. Damn it, Reynolds, you see my wife calling those furry alien babies? I still need to sleep at night.